Welcome to CruiseAway with Derek and Joe. It's always a joy to see your smiling face, and we are the place to be on TV if you want to smile, talk about holidays and save more dollars than ever when it comes to booking your next cruise adventure.
And that's any cruise, any ship, any date. This time, more adventures from the array of sailings from Oz with Princess Cruises for 2027 into 28, with more choice of start ports and exciting sailings from Sydney, Brisbane and Perth.
Yeah, it's really good. You will want to see all the different array of choices here. For instance, can we tempt you to a Tokyo to Sydney Circle Pacific trip? It's 60 nights that could be yours very soon with a low deposit. Or how about easing yourself into cruising very gently with a great first-timer short 4-night cruise from Perth?
Well, whichever you choose, you're going to have a great time with Princess Cruises. And right now, we can offer you exclusive prices, low deposits, and even bigger perks if you already belong to the Captain's Circle loyalty program with Princess.
And the good news is that if you don't, you'll be signed up on cruise number 1. Talking of which, let's take off first in this show. It's a 2-week round-trip cruise from Sydney, leaving on the 30th of October in 2027 on the lovely Royal Princess.
Oh, brilliant. Nice time to get away as well, isn't it, later in the year? And this is going to be a fantastically relaxing voyage for you when, you know, we're heading to this part of the world, and it's just, there really is not much to do other than sit back, relax, head to the beaches and just feel like you are truly in paradise. And when you're on board, it's the same thing. You really do feel like you're in paradise, and it is where you get to travel to the destinations in the best style possible, with no muss, no fuss, no stress, no airports involved, which is great, and just enjoying the princess life. And it is a lifestyle when you're on Princess. You just feel so well looked after, so well cared for, from staff and crew through to fellow passengers. Just the standard of people that cruise on Princess is wonderful, friendly, interesting, well-travelled. Yeah, you'll no doubt make new friends, which is a great part of cruising. And you might even make new friends when you're heading to different daily activities, things that you might not have tried before. For example, dance classes on offer from the dance cast. They might teach you salsa or line dancing, and you might have always wanted to try that, but at home you're just not bold enough. Well, guess what? There's you at home, and then there's the cruise version of you. And you often find that the cruise version of you is a little bit bolder, is a little bit more confident, because you're just in an environment where it makes it possible. It doesn't feel imposing. It feels nurturing and comfortable, and that's the great thing about being on a cruise. But of course, if you're just a people watcher, you like to step back from the crowd and just see what's going on, it's also a great way to do that whilst you're sailing. Tons of iconic princess activities such as the sea walk and movies under the stars, which they make a real event of. Oh, and then there's the amazing fountain light show. This is unique to Princess as well. How about picking up some art from top artists and learning about the history of art with their incredible lectures on board and art auctions? So we're cruising out of Sydney, and we're into New May Festival in New Caledonia with its gorgeous reef. I mean, just look at that turquoise ocean. I would be wanting to get out there on the ocean and snorkel or kayak, or maybe even dive if you've got your diving license. That would be very cool. Next up, we're into Lifil, also in New Caledonia. This has got more of a kind of volcanic terrain, this island, and what is famous is the grotto right there, the caves that you're seeing. So you can do it. You can either do a boat trip or take a land tour that will enable you to see those caves. Mystery Island's next. This is adorable. Very small little island. You can walk around in half an hour, but it's quaint and very pretty. And there's a massage hut there, so you can literally enjoy a massage on the beach, which I think would be, one for the record books for sure. Lutuka's next in Fiji, and Fiji is just unabashed paradise. It's utterly stunning. Now, you might want to head to the South Sea Orchid Garden, because they do have a lot of rare species of beautiful orchids growing here in the South Pacific, and lovely images you can take. Suva's next. This would be a great one to go and enjoy the cultural traditions of Fiji, and head to Rewa village to learn about that on excursion. It's lovely to meet the locals. They're so warm and welcoming into their communities as well. Travuni Island is next up on the list, and this is a place to not only experience village life, but again, just making the most of this incredible coral reef that these islands boast, and the clear oceans. That's the importance seeing, visibility tends to be quite good in the South Pacific.
2 fabulous weeks of Princess cruising. You lucky, lucky people. Comes up in late 2027. The reason we're telling you about it right now is I have an exclusive CruiseAway price tag that you will not find anywhere else, and it's just a low deposit to get this booked. We better see this price tag then, hadn't we? It's very good. It's very good. It's insanely good for what is 2 weeks of full board luxury cruising, and it is well worth taking advantage of being able to book that today with a low deposit. Now, you know what? If you've cruised with Princess before, you might well know that you'll be a member of the Captain's Circle, the loyalty program that they have with Princess. Now, depending on the level that you are on the Captain's Circle, there are even more perks available for you as well. Things like onboard credit and other discounts are available as well. So if you are well versed and well traveled with Princess and you've made the way up the Captain's Circle loyalty scheme, definitely talk to our team, because not only can you take advantage of our exclusive price tag, but there's even more perks on the table potentially for you right now. Here's the number to dial, 1300 408 764. It's an amazing opportunity. It's a great holiday. And listen, it's a holiday that you can get in the diary right now for the end of 2027. So you've got all of the time between now and then to know that you have locked in the greatest, most exclusive price tag that you can right now. Here's all the details that you need to book. And indeed, there are your details if you want to upgrade, because of course we have got a discounted opening price that you can guarantee with a deposit today. So you might think to yourself, okay, well, normally for a 14-night cruise of this caliber to these destinations, I'm expecting to pay more. So actually, why don't you use that to your advantage and say, actually, let's treat ourselves one stage further. Let's go for that balcony to have the best view, to go and have breakfast out on the balcony, to have dinner out of the balcony of an evening, because you can have it delivered to your stateroom to you as well. Or maybe even the suite experience. And the suite experience really is something special with Princess as well. Maybe you could take advantage of that. Anyway, either way, whichever way you do it, call the team right now, toll free, 1300 408 764. Ask any questions that you need to. Maybe that is your very, very first cruise. And in terms of the Captain's Circle loyalty program, as soon as you take your first cruise, that's it, you are signed up. And it only takes, I think it's 15 sailing nights or 3 cruises, whichever comes first, for you to start moving your way up the ladder. So some pretty impressive perks as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? And you'll have a special cocktail party and other incentives on board and priority when you're disembarking.
Oh, yeah.
You know, our second trip takes us on the Grand Princess for June in 2027 and the start of a 60-night, 2-month getaway with the first 57 nights on your cruise from Sydney to Japan via the South Pacific, Hawaii, the USA's West Coast and Alaska. Let's have a look around the ship first though, shall we? Oh, this is going to be wonderful. On the Grand as well, I can't think of a better ship to be cruising to these, you know, distant shores on, because this is the World Voyage ship, you know, and it's not just about the fact that all of your staff and crew will know lots about the different destinations, be able to give you those little hints and tips, but it's also the different passengers on board that you'll be meeting, that people that are well travelled might have some tips for you too, which is always great. But the whole ship is set up for longer cruises with self-service laundry, with those little things that make your life easier on a day-to-day basis, just to make you comfortable and ease into you know, a longer voyage, a longer trip, and create a routine within that adventure as well. So, you know, if you're just going on a week's cruise, you might be just thinking all about the indulgence, but if you're going for 60 nights, you might want to pace it a little bit and, you know, have just do light breakfasts and lunches every day, and then have your evening meal. And you can do that because you can go and enjoy the buffet, which has a huge international selection of food, from sushi to fresh salads. And breakfast, oh my gosh, the breakfast buffet as well on Princess is unrivaled. You know, think of your favorite eggs Benedict dishes, pancakes, waffles, all of that fun stuff. But then, you know, granola, fruits, you've got it all, basically. You've got it all on offer every day. Eggs made to order, whichever way you want. And I love that. You might want to just go and grab yourself an egg white omelette, because because you're just doing the healthy thing. And that's also, it's all there for you every single day and every step of the way. And then there's the immensely comfortable staterooms, and they have one, by the way, best bed at sea, I'm just saying, and you will sink into a cloud. And when you choose to wake up, and that's the great thing about being on a cruise, it's the when. If you're a late riser, like me, like Derek, you might want to just sleep in and then take your own time to grab breakfast upstairs, or your spouse might get up at the crack of dawn to go and walk around the deck. You can both do your own thing whilst meeting in the middle and then enjoying the activities and things on offer on the ship. That's the great thing about it. There's lots of lovely bars, of course, alongside the main restaurants. There is the specialty dining for an extra fee. So we're cruising out of Sydney, and first up we're going to be heading into beautiful Norfolk Island with its towering pines and actually living fossils, which is very interesting to learn about. You can actually take an excursion on which teaches you about the convict settlement and the ancient pine forest. Then we're into Auckland, and the harbour hides amazing volcanic craters actually submerged, which form perfect underwater rings that you'll see from the air. So if you do a helicopter tour over Auckland, it's fascinating to see that actually. We're into Tauranga next, and you've got a little geothermal stream actually behind Tauranga where locals once cooked food. And this is long before Rotorua even became famous. Now, the hidden thermal valley and Maori cultural experiences where you can learn about that. Suva's next, and the old harbour walls still contain coral stones which were carved by hand even before the city existed. How cool is that? You can learn about that on the Suva Heritage Walk and Village cultural visit actually, and also learn about the local traditions. Then Dravuni Island awaits us, which is very cute. It sits beside one of the world's deepest reef drop-offs, the Astrolabe Reef. It's very interesting to learn. Obviously, we have the Great Barrier Reef, which we know somewhat about, but it's lovely to learn about different reef structures. Then Apia is there to greet us with its lush, verdant, volcanic landscapes and its beautiful hidden cenotes and lagoons where you can swim and just enjoy the tropical waters. Oh, I feel like I'm there already. Then we're into Pepita and Tahiti after crossing the international date line. And you're going to also be able to learn about the Sacred Valley and traditional marae exploration, which is the graveyards, if you take a tour with a well-versed guide. Marae is next, and the fun thing to do here is to swim out on the reef. You can feed the rays, you can go on a snorkeling adventure as well. We'll take a 4x4 mountain ridge and pineapple plantation tour, because they grow a lot of pineapples there. They are delicious. Raiatea is next, and this is also known as God's Cradle. It's where a lot of ancient archaeological sites from the Polynesian civilization exist, and it's utterly fascinating to learn about, particularly the Marae Tapu Tapu Tea that you see pictured. Honolulu, oh, what a treat to visit the capital of Oahu and Honolulu, Waikiki Beach. Now, you can take a helicopter tour which gives you an overview which will be unforgettable, or perhaps head to a Hawaiian luau. Then Nawiliwili in Kauai, very different. All the Hawaiian islands have got their own identity. This one particularly is a little bit rockier, a little bit more volcanic, and lots of waterfalls here which are lovely. The Waimea Canyon is particularly interesting to visit. Then we're on into Kona. Kona is known for coffee, macadamia nuts, and also it's a microbrewery, so that's a fun thing to do. You might want to head to the Manua Key Summit whilst you're there as well to see those amazing views. Los Angeles, oh wow, City of Angels, how fun. The thing to do here, you've got to do it, is the iconic sites and Hollywood history tour, or Star Tours, where they take you up to Beverly Hills to see where all the rich and famous people live. So much fun. Then it's San Diego. Now, what an enchanting city this is. I love the slower pace of life in San Diego, and the Old Town is beautiful. It has buildings dating back to the 1700s, which is old for the US, like it is for us. You can wander the colourful markets as well. Then it's San Francisco, Fisherman's Wharf, where we dock there. Oh, you've got some great shopping and restaurants, but heading to Golden Gate is a must, and so is Alcatraz. So my suggestion to do would be the Golden Gate and Alcatraz combo tour. Victoria, Canada is next on the list, and this is a really cute little town on what they call Vancouver Island off the coast of main Vancouver, and you can go to the Witchart Gardens or take a little look around Miniature World. Then it's Vancouver proper, and what a city this is. It's very much Sydney of Canada. So it's got a lot of familiarities, and you've got the ocean, the mountains, and the great town right there in one proximity, which is great. Ketchikan's next. We're on into Alaska. How much fun. Now, Ketchikan is known for its misty fjords, and the float plane there is the one to do. And boy, it's unforgettable, that experience. I've done it myself. So much fun. There's also some great shopping right there at the terminal. Then it's the capital of Alaska, Juneau. Now, Juneau is, when you're heading on out an excursion, you might want to do 2 or 3 in a day. It is possible. The whale watching is amazing. So is the Mendenhall Glacier. And we can walk right on the glacier right there. Very cool indeed. Skagway's next, and this is, again, a change of pace from Juneau and Ketchikan. It's much more mountainous and verdant, and the White Pass Railway is a great excursion to do, but as is the Dewey Lake. That's a little hike, an easy hike, which gives you unforgettable views. Talking of unforgettable views, let's talk about the scenic cruising in Hubbard Glacier. This is unbelievable. It's one of the few advancing glaciers left on Earth. It's a massive ice face and it can surge unexpectedly. Well, they call it calving, and you might be lucky enough to hear that. As we're cruising through College Fjord, again, you might hear glaciers calving, or you might see whales. Oh, yes, and the chances of seeing whales in Alaska at this time of year are high. So your captain will often point out when things happen. Anchorage is next. This is the capital of Alaska. You might see wild moose, wolves, and a city all in one. Very interesting city, actually. Take the Anchorage City Earthquake Park and turn again arm tour whilst you're there. Then we're into Japan, Kushiro in Japan, the marshlands after we've crossed the international date line. And they're home to the elegant red-crowned crane, which is such an important bird in Japanese culture. And you might have seen the origami, of course, of the cranes. They worship this animal. Hakodate is next, which was among the first of Japanese ports to be open to international trade. It's unlike anything else in Japan, in fact, and you've got the Gyoko Fort and Mount Hakodate to go and explore whilst you're there. Then it's Tokyo. We're going to disembark in Tokyo, or Yokohama, the port for Tokyo, and have a 2-night hotel stay, which is wonderful. So you can explore temples, futuristic skylines, hidden neighbourhoods and tiny cafes, and those wonderful back street sake and sushi bars are what Tokyo is all about. You know, getting off the beaten track and exploring like the locals do, and seeing some amazing things, no doubt. Well, here's an overview. Sailing out of Sydney, off to Norfolk Island, some ports in New Zealand, then we're into Fiji, Samoa, then it's Hawaii, and we're into Honolulu and the Wili Wili before we head down the west coast of the states to Los Angeles and San Diego and San Fran, then hop up into Canada, before cruising through Alaska and finally Japan, and then back to Australia after all of that excitement.
It is such a massive adventure. I have to say, I was just listening and watching as you were and looking at all of the pictures and the adventures there and just thinking, wow. I mean, there are so many. I'm guessing that along that roll call of different areas, there's at least 2 or 3 areas that you haven't been to that are on the bucket list that you haven't quite got round to. I mean, this is great. This feels like it's a part world cruise, isn't it? It's that kind of trip because it's just full of highlights and so many differing highlights as well. And listen, if you are interested in this, we have to see what an exclusive CruiseAway price looks like for this big adventure, because it's 60 nights all told, 57 on the cruise, plus you've got your couple of nights in Tokyo as well, and the flight back. I mean, hello, look at that. It is just incredible. For the good times that you'll have on board, because you will be looked after so much with Princess, so many charming staples that make Princess what it is as a cruise, that make it so memorable. And it's a lovely balance of places to go and visit and time to enjoy them, but also relaxing times as well. You get plenty of time off. It's not like work. It's not like visit here today and then there tomorrow and there the day after. You get time to relax. You get time to enjoy. It's 57 nights all through, which is great, enjoying a huge variety of destinations along the way. And remember, this price tag right now is exclusive to us here at CruiseAway, and you can grab this deal today with a deposit, and then you have frozen that price. just like the glaciers in Alaska. And also, if you're a Captain Circle loyalty member with Princess, remember, depending on your level, you could also qualify for onboard credit to enjoy while you're on the cruise, and other discounts as well. That's worth a call to our team alone. 1300 408 764 is the number. I'm super excited for you. Get it booked now with a low deposit. Here are the details. You lucky people. I mean, if you consider everything that this covers as well, it is just crazy. You know, you get a little bit of Australia, a little bit of New Zealand, out to Fiji, French Polynesia, which is beautiful, as many of you know. But then it just goes on and on and on. And listen, this is 57 nights of the cruise within this package. You can actually take what's called the Grand Circle Pacific cruise, which goes for 94 nights? I think it is actually. I think it's 94 nights, starting in Sydney on the starting date here and ending back in Sydney 94 nights later. We can do the whole cruise beyond that as well. So if you're interested in that, do talk to the team right now on 1300 408 764. It is honestly, it's stunning. Now listen, we've been talking about bigger adventures, but I know that there are a lot of you watching right now, and thank you so much for being with us. But there are some of you watching this, looking at this and thinking, well, it all looks lovely, the places look great, but I've never been on a cruise before. I don't know how it works, I don't know how it's done. So, to address that, our final dream away in this show is a Seacation cruise close to home, and we're going to explore Western Australia on just a 4-night taster cruise, which leaves Fremantle, which is the port in Perth, on the 11th of December in 2027. This time we're cruising on the Sapphire Princess, so let's go and have a little look around her. And what I will say to you is, if you have never cruised before, listen, on a 4-night cruise you can't go wrong. You pack enough things for 4 days and 4 nights, which is easy to get into one case, isn't it? Very, very simple and easy. You get on board and you find your way around. You go and find your cabin and settle in, and then you'll go straight to the buffet, because everyone goes straight for food first. It's the thing that everyone does, and then you just have a little research and a little look round. You've got the Princess app with you, which will have the map of the ship and where everything is, where all the restaurants are, where the theatres are, where you're going to see the shows later. It'll have the full programme in front of you, so you can pick and choose from those what you want to do, you know, what is for you, what interests you. Maybe for you, first thing in the morning, you want to get up and you want to go to the gym and do some exercising or whatever. Or maybe if you're like us, you want to know that there's still a breakfast option at 11:30. In the morning.
Thank you.
All of that stuff you find out on your first cruise, and other cruisers will help you along, and you will meet many other people on your first cruise that it's their first cruise as well. So you'll kind of have a kinship with those people. You'll make friends like you wouldn't believe on a cruise. You'll be amazed and stunned at the service. I mean, the way your stateroom is looked after every single day, the way you're fed and looked after every single day. There is advice all around the ship for places, for shore excursions. Even if you want to ask a simple question, guest services are always there to answer any questions that you might have. So you should never be afraid. You know what they say, try everything once in life and twice if you like it. But that's not true with cruise, because once you've tried it once and loved it, you'll be doing it 50 times, 150 times. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. So let's see where we're going then on this 4-night taster cruise. We're leaving out of Fremantle, which is the port in Perth.
Yeah, and we're heading into Bustleton, which gives you a rare underwater microforest of soft corals that glow pink and lilac in the light. Really fascinating, this in sort of geological, geothermal activity, and you can head on out on excursion to learn about it. And then we're back into Fremantle, but either side, sandwiched either side, we have a day at sea. So that gives us an optimum opportunity to explore and enjoy the ship. And like you said, Derek, just get that taste of cruising.
And this is the kind of dream ticket that I'll be honest, in our shores, it doesn't come around too often. This is your chance to taste cruising for the very, very first time, and you will love Princess Cruises. They are great. Now, this is for December in 2027, and we've got 4 fabulous nights at a price tag which is crazy. I mean, we have got a deposit. If you want to put a deposit down on this, you can do that today, but look at that, for that price, and that is full board. So that's your entertainment and that's your activities included, that's your dining included as well. There are specialty options, but your main dining and buffet and grab and go by the pool, all that kind of thing is included. Activities, entertainment shows, and so much more. And a deposit today, because this will sell out straight away, right? Because it's such a silly price. It's 4 fabulous nights, lots of people looking to get on their first cruise. And I wouldn't waste any time because this will sell out very, very quickly. You have got an exclusive price tag from us here at CruiseAway for that. But go and enjoy the wonders of Princess cruising because they are superb. And if you've cruised before and maybe you fancy this and you want to take some people who haven't cruised before with you, this is brilliant. But if you personally, if you've already cruised with Princess and you're part of their Captain Circle loyalty program, there might be some onboard credit that we can unlock for you as well, depending on the level that you are a member. So well worth talking to the team, 1300 408 764. And if you haven't ever been on a cruise, please ask any questions that you want to. That's what our team are there for. They like nothing better than someone who has never tried it before, because you know what we do here at CruiseAway and what we've done for over 25 years is nothing but cruise holidays, which is amazing. So all the knowledge is there at the end of that toll-free call. Here's all the details you need to get yourself booked. It's 4 nights. I mean, listen, I know for all the years I've been talking about cruising and cruising myself, I know that there are plenty of people who are watching this right now. One of you really likes the idea of cruising, one of you really not sure. For reasons that may be well out of date, that probably are well out of date, and probably unfounded. There is only one way to know whether cruising is the holiday for you, and so many people are converted by trying their first one. And suddenly they find that's a new way to go and see the world. Because bear in mind, on this cruise, yes, we're talking about 4 nights, but when we're talking, as we were earlier in the show, about 50 nights, 60 nights, 90 nights, while you sleep, your hotel, if you like, is taking you to the next destination while you sleep. You're not sitting on a coach, you're not sitting on a train, you're not on a plane, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You're sleeping and you're taken to another continent, another country, another part of the world.
Cruising brings the destinations to you.
So good, honestly.
It's just the best way to travel. And it's also brought the world closer to Australia and Australia close to the world than ever before, with more destinations and more itineraries and more cruise lines opening up to us. I mean, this Taster Cruise is a prime example because something that Princess haven't done in the past. And out of Western Australia as well. So, you know, West Coasters, this is wonderful for you, or anyone who wants to fly to that, you know, to join it in Perth. I just think that this is, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for a lot of Australians.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, at the moment, we're talking about the Princess. This is brand new launches as well of the Princess season that runs from the back end of 2027 into the start of 2028. They've all just been released. We've got exclusive price tags. There are sailings from Sydney, from Brisbane, from Perth, from Auckland as well. So there's a real big choice to go out there. What I would urge you to do as well, when you've got a moment, have a look at our website, cruiseaway.com.au, and you will see all of the different opportunities there. You can grab them all with a low deposit today. So that's guaranteed the lowest price, which is fantastic. And then you've got so much to look forward to in the future. Listen, we've got other shows on this season on our YouTube channel, but our time is up for now. But come back and see us again soon as we do some more of this CruiseAway stuff.
And here you go.